So would appreciate that. And participants as well as turn on their cameras to just so that you are not
Okay,
alone. So guys,
fantastic.
you can do that now.
So it'll be fair. It is only fair if I turn on my camera, the other people turn on theirs, so I can see the people I am speaking to. Good evening, everyone. How you doing today? It's currently raining in my side of Lagos, Nigeria. Um, so I want to check with all of you. So just confirm if you can see me.
Yes, we can.
Okay, fantastic. Thank you, Sadiq. Good evening. Thank you for the confirmation. So how are you doing? How's the program been so far? I know that this is the fourth session, if I'm not mistaken. How have you guys been in the program? Can anybody just turn on their microphone and share their experience with me? I want to hear what you've learned. And a very big thank you to the person who spoke about your expectation. It's always great to have expectations before every meeting, every class, every session that you're attending. Okay, I see Esther Cookie has her hand raised. So I'm sure Esther wants to share with me how the program has been so far.
Okay. Good evening, Ma.
Good
Good
evening.
evening, everybody. Yes. Am I audible? Sorry.
Yes, I can hear you loud and clear.
Okay. All right. So how the program has been so far. It's been insightful. I've gotten value with every session that I have joined.
Mhm.
Although some of the times it's not very convenient, the timing and everything. But then, like when you think about the value, it definitely outweighs the inconvenience. So I'm really grateful I joined this program, and I'm really looking forward to your session and learning from me as well. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you so much. It's fantastic. And I also like the fact that you were honest and truthful. Being honest and truthful is one of the things we're going to be speaking about in our session, about the inconvenience. But if you look at it pari passu, the value that you're getting, you see that a little inconvenience for growth is always welcome, right? A little bit of inconvenience for growth is always welcome. Thank you very much. Jeremiah Fashaki, I can see you on my screen. I just want to know one thing that you have learned since the program began.
Hi, good evening, everyone. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you, Jeremiah.
Hi, good evening. Yeah, since the program started, there was a session we had on communication, and I learned how to communicate like in the workplace. Even though your bosses are communicating very friendly to you, does not mean you should it does not mean you should talk to them like they are your mates. So that's basically what I learned, because I'm interning currently and everybody seems friendly. But that's not me issue. Like that's not opening for you to talk to them like they are interns like you are. That's your boss. So that's one of the things I've learned here, and I'm hoping to learn more from the session, and I'm excited to be.
Fantastic. That's really amazing. One thing I'm getting from you is that one thing I'm getting from you, right, is boundaries. So boundaries with whoever you're speaking with, and that's amazing. Thank you very much. That somebody is on your level doesn't mean you speak to them anyhow. Let me see. I'm trying to share my screen, so give me a bit. So Ifeoluwa, can I hear from you? What's one thing that you're looking forward to in today's session?
Okay, hello everyone. Good afternoon. One thing that I'm looking forward to in today's session is really great to learn what it means to network. I have heard a lot of people say, "Oh, network, meet people," but I'm someone that really doesn't like talking to people all that much, especially people I don't know. So the idea of walking up with someone at an event or a conference and striking a conversation about something is just very alien to me. So I'm looking forward to having this concept broken down to something we can understand better and then apply.
Okay, fantastic. Thank you so much for sharing. And I'm very happy that quite a number of people have expectations. So one of the things, let me not get ahead of myself. Very quickly, I want to thank the organizers, of the African Student Network for the opportunity to speak. Funny enough, I met Esther at an event that we attended. Wonderful, rather, at an event that we attended, a program that I was in just like this last year, if my memory serves me right. And look at where I am now. I haven't, it didn't cross my mind that this would happen, but thank you so much, wonderful, for putting the word out there. Thank you to your team and to your organization. Please let me know if you can see my screen.
Yeah, we can see your screen, ma'am.
All right, thank you so much. So I have a couple of minutes to share on the power of networking. And the thing about network is your network is your next opportunity. I'm not here to be an Aspire to Maguire person or to sound like the typical motivational speakers, but really the people you have in your circle will provide you your next opportunity. Like I mentioned, I met wonderful, one of your program coordinators at an event at the boot camp that I was in last year. We met physically, I believe, at the Emerging Women Conference last year in Ibadan. And look at where we are now. If I didn't sign up, if she didn't sign up, there's no way our paths would have crossed. And basically, that's an example in networking. And I have myriads of examples of offers and opportunities like this that I have gotten simply because I was present in the room and missed other things. So we're going to be sharing a couple of things. And please remind me, the person who asked the question of how you can share your value, it's in one of the slides. Just remind me if I don't touch on it so I can answer that question. Do we have a deal? All right, thank you, Michael. Thank you, Ezekiel. Thank you, Gia. Oluwafermi, thank you so much. Before we dive into it, I want to know where we are tuned in from. I'm broadcasting from Lagos, Nigeria. I want to know where every other person is joining us from. But this is African Student Network, so I am hoping that we have cross-border people from other countries aside Nigeria. Okay, I see Hassan Gia from Niger State. I see Jeremiah Fashakin from Lagos. Ezekiel from Ife, OAU. Sadiq from Zaria. Sadiq, funny enough, my grandma was from Zaria. Her native hometown is Zaria. I don't know where in Zaria, honestly, but yeah, we have something in common with Zaria there. Mifelua from Lagos State, Zaina from Kano, Michael from Ibadan, Radi, so sorry, Adesukomi from Ife OAU, Esther from Ogun State, Fermi from Ibadan. Thank you so much, everyone, for your responses. So we're building the bridge to global impact. One thing I want you to take home from here is that your network. Thank you, Joseph. I see that you're from Lagos. Thank you so much. One thing I want you to take away from here is the people in this room will be your bridge, can be your bridge to global impact. So before I get ahead of myself, I want to tell you who I am and why you should listen to me. My name is Taiwo Deinde-Adedeji, formerly known as Taiwo Jackson. I call myself Global Woman, and a couple of my friends call me that too. Our prof is because I recently got married to a professor, well, a doctor. So that's where the Yahoo prof is from. So I carry my husband on my head. I'm one of those women who absolutely love being called a husband's wife. I'm a business analyst, as my bio has introduced me. I'm a mission mobilizer. I work with missionaries in northern Nigeria and other African countries to see the spread of the gospel. I'm a believer. We've raised over 50 million since 2021 to the glory of God. I missed other things. I'm an event host and curator, so I curate games for my friends, bridal showers, baby showers, and a couple of other things. I'm a bundle of joy and energy. I absolutely love being the life of a party. I absolutely love when places are bubbly. I don't like when you just come in and just sit down and everybody's looking morose and all that. I typically walk up to people to say, "Hi, my name is Taiwo," and it's just the best thing in the world. breaking the ice so that people don't have to. It's one of your best networking hacks, right? So you break the ice before, because it's really weird and awkward when everybody's in a room and everybody's trying to be prim and proper. And then, but you walk up to someone and you're like, oh my God, I like your shoes. I have something like that, but I wanted to wear it. Just have a couple of icebreakers along the way. So yes, I've met a couple of you, some from Kano, some from Zaria, some from OAU Fair, some from Ibadan, some from Lagos. So good to meet all of you. So we're going to be talking about networking, what it is and what it is not. Right, sorry, let me drop that from my screen. Yeah, we're going to be talking about networking and what it is and what it is not. I want the class to be as interactive as possible. If you have questions, please drop them in the chat. We will be taking them. So networking is the intentional practice. And you guys are in a boot camp, so I thought to bring an academic definition. And this is my definition. Networking is the intentional practice of building and nurturing mutually beneficial relationships that creates value for everyone involved. So there are a lot of keywords that I have highlighted or boldened. We're going to start with intentional practice, right? You don't network. Every good network that you have, every good person that you have within your circle or within your network, it cannot be accidental. You people can meet accidentally, but to foster the relationship, there has to be intentionality within the relationship, right? And I also like that everybody drops light bulb moments. But I mean, if I say something that really resonates with you or stands out to you really strongly, I will also love that you help me put that in the chat. So networking is the intentional practice. You cannot network by accident. You may meet by accident, but you cannot network by accident. You may meet by accident. You cannot grow that relationship by accident. Look at every relationship in your life, maybe except your parents, right? But they have been intentional towards you, towards taking care of you from when you were born up until now, right? But there's no relationship in your life, even if you guys met in primary 6 or you met in primary 3, and then people sat down beside each other every single year from primary 1 to primary 6. At some point, you were intentional about the relationship. Oh, can I borrow your sharpener? Can I borrow your eraser? Can I do this? Can I do that? Oh, mommy, Bolu has a birthday party and she invited me. Can I go? That's how you build the relationship. It's intentional. Networking can never be an accident. You can, like I said, you can meet by accident, but the relationship does not grow by accident. Intentional practice of building and nurturing. So you have to build and nurture. That's where the intentionality comes in from. It's not, I'll move to what is not briefly, but you have to build and nurture the relationship. Right, you have to build and nurture it. For people who are in romantic relationships here, you would notice that maybe, let me speak from a lady's perspective because I'm a lady, of course. So when that person comes to meet you, I'm like, I want to be your friend. I want to be more than a friend to you. And I'm like, okay, all right, let's. I'm not a fan of let's see how this goes relationships, right? I'm definitely not a fan of let's see how this goes because that does not have any intention behind it. So if anybody is telling you, please let's see how this goes, please take your slippers and run. That was not in my notes, but if anybody's asking you, let's see how this goes, and let's just, we're not here for let's just, we're here for proper serious relationships, right? So for any guy who is asking a girl out, you would have done your homework. So girls, if they are trusting you and they've not done their homework, please just take one corner. So you would have done your homework. Oh, what do you like? Maybe you follow me on Instagram, or you see what I like. Do we attend the same? Do we go to the same church? Or are we in the same mosque? Or are we colleagues in the office? You see what I like. Oh, I see that you liked this particular post, right? Or what do you think about What do you think about how do I put this now? What do you think about, can we go to dinner somewhere? Or what do you think about the tickets to your favorite concert? That's nurturing, that's building, right? You get to know things about the person, and then you nurture the relationship. Oh, in relationships, there are usually ups and downs. To say, oh, okay, I don't like how you spoke to me. You will know, right? There are some people that you shouldn't call in the midnight, except if your house is on fire. God forbid, call somebody else, right? Like when you start building the relationships, you start knowing what to do and what not to do with the person. So some people like calls, right? You can call them. Some people like texts. Don't call them. Do you understand? But you can't know these things except you are intentional about building the relationships. And lastly, creates value for everyone involved. No one likes a parasitic relationship. Most of the relationships that are in networking are typically supposed to be symbiotic, right? And I'm not saying networking is transactional, right? It's a symbiotic relationship, mutually beneficial for both parties or every single person involved. Imagine if somebody walks up to you at an event and says, oh, clinical, oh, my name is this, I do XYZ, I like your shoes, can you give me? From where to where now? You just met me. You like how I dress? Okay. You want me to give you my shoes? Why? Do you understand? Or somebody gets your number and you're like, oh, okay. The person's always calling you and asking you for airtime and asking you for data and asking you for this, asking you for that. You were like, first of all, do you think I'm a mugu, or what do you take me for in this conversation? So it's great values for you. It creates value for the person as well. So it's not a one-off, it's not a one-way street. It's a two-way street. It's not parasitic, it's symbiotic. It's not you, like I said, it's not using people for personal gain. And this is something that is very popular on the streets of social media today. Like, people just enter people's DMs, like a couple of posts. The next thing is you're in their DM begging them for money. Make it make sense. The first conversation you are having with somebody is to tell the person that your rent has expired. Why and how? Why and how is the first conversation that you're having in someone's DM, telling them that, oh, my rent has expired. How do I know you? You're just meeting me for the first time. You're telling me my landlord is about to chase me out of the house. How is that my problem in life? Everybody has what they're going through. So if you're going to be asking someone for something, make sure you have nurtured the relationship. Notice I said networking is not for transactional purposes, right? Networking is not only reaching out when you need something. And there are a lot of people who do this thing that, oh, you would have probably seen it on the streets of social media, Instagram, Twitter, or any other social media platform that you have, pardon me, where somebody says, when this person messages me, just know that the next text will be like, bro, how far? I need 2K. Why is that your conversation? Why is that your conversation? Why is the first conversation you're asking someone to help you? I'm sure you have people in your circle that can do that, but you shouldn't reach out to somebody and the first thing you are asking for is a favor. No, that's wrong. Networking is also not collecting as many contacts as possible without depth. I see a lot of people do this and make this mistake at events, right? You go to a conference, you go to a conference and you're like, okay, let me follow you on LinkedIn. Oh, give me your LinkedIn handle. Oh, what's your Instagram handle? If you want to build followers, just know you want to build followers. You don't, and I understand that the world is a global village, right? But you shouldn't just be collecting people's contacts for the sake of collection, right? You shouldn't. If you don't have any reasons for them to be in your life, why are you clogging your life with so many relationships? That's not what networking is, right? That's not what networking is. It's not being fake or transactional. And again, one table I'm here to break or shake is that networking is not something only extroverts do as well. Oh, because you say it's easy for you, Taiwo, now because you are the life of the party. You are sorry, because you say you're the life of the party. You're a bundle of joy and energy. That's why you can. No, it's not something only extroverts do well. A couple of icebreakers before we go ahead. So if you're an introvert, this would be a great time for you to write it down. Hello. If it's somebody, so for example, let me give you a perfect example. Maybe not perfect, but let me give you an example. You are going to an event and a fave, that's Gen Z language, a mentor, somebody that you look up, someone you admire, right, to be in that event. You've made up your mind that you want to talk to that person. Okay. You can, there's something I did, and I was at Ibukwa Washika's event 2 years ago, right? And there was a woman who spoke. Honestly, this was my first time meeting her. If I hadn't gone to the event, I wouldn't have met her, right? This was my first time speaking to her. And then I noticed that typically, everybody's watching around. Can I take a selfie? Can I take a picture? Can I take a this? Can I take a that? And Mom was like, I'm not going to take a picture with you. I'm not asking you for a selfie. Then I noticed that I just kept not trailing her, but I just kept my eyes on her. Then when we finished the event, I noticed she was looking for someone who would take her a picture. And I walked up to her and said, "Oh, good evening, ma. My name is Taiwo. I think you're looking for someone who will take you a picture. Can I take a picture of you? Can I take your picture?" And as I was taking the picture, many people were just frolicking in to say, "Oh, my please, I want to take a picture. Oh, my please, I want to take a picture. Oh, my please, I want to take a picture." And it was fine. I was the official photographer of the day. I was her photographer. And she was like, "Oh, tell me what you do." She was like, "Thank you very much," because she had been looking for who would take her a picture and she wasn't finding anyone. So tell me what you do. That's when I had my opportunity. "Oh, my name is Taiwo. I do XYZ at ABC, right? I hear you, and I love what you said about ABC. Pay attention to when they are speaking." Because when she was speaking, I was jotting down like my life depended on it, because I needed areas where our worlds could meet, right? When she asked me to tell her about myself, "Oh, my name is Taiwo. I do this for this. Oh, I hear that you are." And by the time she was talking, I went to look for her on LinkedIn, right? Sent her a message. So I went to look for her on LinkedIn. Looked at what she did, right? Looked at what she does for a living, right? Look at where our worlds connect, right? So when I would be talking to her, I would be talking to her from a place of somebody who has done her own work. Not a place of, I cannot take a picture with you. Many people take a picture of people, tag them on Instagram, and that's the end. Sorry if I'm shouting. Many people take a picture, tag me on Instagram. That's the end of the event. That's the end of the conversation. Offer value. Do your homework about the person. Find a connecting spot. Then if you have a question, ask them. If you want to pitch a service, pitch it. Somebody muted me. Can anybody hear me now? Oops, I don't know.
Yes, you can. Sorry about that.
What was the last thing you heard me say? Please, what was the last thing you heard me say?
A service that you want to pitch and pitch it.
Oh, I can't hear you very much, HMA.
You said something about pitching yourself if somebody had, like, if you have
Oh,
a
okay,
service
yes.
that
I
you
was
want to
saying
pitch.
that. Thank you very much. I was saying that the first thing you do when you meet someone is not to pitch yourself or your service. Show them that you're a person of value. If you can look for their pain points, look for it. I know a lot of people who I wanted to be in their space on Instagram. I looked at their Instagram highlights. I saw that their Instagram highlights did not have Instagram highlight covers. and I can design on Canva. Good afternoon, my name is this. I noticed your Instagram does not have Instagram highlights covers. Would you mind if you share would you mind if I help you curate Instagram highlight covers? Curated it for free. Offer them value. The people that you think have everything still need something that they're doing, right? You need to let them know what the value that you're bringing to the table is. You are not there's this animal that just always collects. Give me, my name is Jimmy. That's not who you are. You are not a collector. You are a bringer of value. People exchange ideas based on value. People admit you into their circles based on the value that you bring to them. Nobody wants a parasite. Nobody wants a leech. Do we get? So we're going to be moving on really quickly. I'm going to need Wonderful to please let me know how many minutes I have left so that I don't overshoot my time. Yes, so I'm going to be saying that. Have you heard this saying? Your network is equals to your net worth. And forget all these motivational speakers that's their opening line, but it's really true. Let me give you an example of what happened to me in real life. So I was in a boot camp. Oh, I go to a lot of boot camps. So like when I was a recent graduate, I attended a lot of boot camps because I knew that I needed to meet people of like minds who would spur me on. So what you're doing currently in ASN or ASAP is fantastic. So make use of the opportunity that you have here. The next person to you may be the person who would give you a connect that will land you your next job. Do you understand? So I have Vim, if you can say, I have Vim 2018. 2018 is about 7 years ago. So Vim is a 5-day program, intensive management program at the Lagos Business School, organized by Junior Achievement Nigeria. I was serving in Ondo State in 2018 when somebody just put up on their WhatsApp. I would have never found this information if I did not have that person on my WhatsApp. So first things first, you don't know where your next information is going to come from, right? So this person said, oh, just put it on their WhatsApp status, or I think sent it to me. I'm not sure if WhatsApp had status at the time. Sent it to me. I'm like, oh, Taiwo, I saw this thing and I thought of you. This person I met on parade ground. We've spoken, we've had different conversations. We were eventually posted to different places in Ondo State, but we kept the connection going, right? We kept the relationship going. Oh, how are you doing today? How is this? Because, so he sent me and I'm like, okay, you know what? Let's apply together, right? We applied, I got in, he didn't. See how life works. So I got in, he did not get in. And he was so happy for me, like, oh, I was not even going to apply anyway. I saw it and I thought of you. And I'm like, oh my God, that's so nice. Don't worry, if they teach me anything, I'll come back and teach you. Do you understand? You create value for each other. And then when I entered Vim, it was such a mind-blowing place. I feel like it's one of the best things that has happened in my life, in my entire adult life. One of the most profound moments of my life is attending Vim in 2018. And at that time, I was very confused on, oh, should I go and do my master's? Should I go and start working? So many things. I was just seeking clarity at the time. At that event, the ED of, I think, Faith Foundation, Mrs. Adenike was there, and she answered a question I didn't know I had. So a question that had been longing on my heart since I began service was casually answered by someone I met because somebody else gave me a link. Are you seeing it now? Are you seeing the entire thing around network and networking? It's not just money. it's not just money. Everything doesn't have to be about money. Or will the money come? Maybe eventually, but it's not initially about money. So imagine if my friend Deba did not send me the opportunity to say, you will give me money. It's not about money. Like Deba and I, we still have our friendship till today. I said in 2018, that's 7 years strong. So 2017, 2018 anyways. But that's 7 years strong, right? 7, 8 years strong. So when I got into them, there was this particular company that came to interview. So we had job fair, but I didn't even know what I wanted to do, right? So I did not attend any job fair. Don't be like me, right? So a couple of my Vim classmates got into that particular organization. And then I was still doing what I was doing my data analytics, right? And then one of them just said to me, Taiwo, I saw this opportunity and I thought about you. And I'm like, okay. So he said, you know what, send me your CV. What I can do is get your CV in, but you would have to, what I can do is get your CV in, but you would have to prove, you have to work to get in. I can drop your CV and say that they should please call you, right? But you would have to prove your worth. He wasn't a manager. He wasn't 40-something years old. It wasn't a senior colleague. It was somebody who I met at Vim. And a year after, he shared an opportunity with me. That's where I currently work. I've been working with Stanbic IBTC now almost 6 years, right? Because somebody saw me. He just asked me. I came to his mind. If I had not attended Vim, he wouldn't have known me. Sorry about the noise. I live close to the road. If I had not attended Vim, he would not have known me. If I did not make a friend in camp, he would not have sent me if I did not make my friend Deba in camp. If I just like, you know what, you can talk to me. What university did you go? If I was proud, Deba would not have sent me the link, right? I would not have applied and gotten in. I would not have gotten a question that I've had for about 6 months answered. I would not have even gotten my current job that gave me the opportunity. So you can see the ripple effects of your network. Do you understand? And it wasn't somebody that was so high up there to say, oh, okay, I Taiwo, bring your CV. It was somebody on the same level. So everybody that you see here in ASN or ASAP, I'm not sure which of them it is. I think the network is ASN and the program is ASAP. Everybody that you're currently in ASAP with, don't joke with the relationships. Don't joke with the relationships. You're literally starting to build your network. And I, because of the other people in my circle, I've been privy to some information that when I see something, right, when I see something, the next person I'm thinking of is, oh, this person will fit this opportunity perfectly, and I send it to them. A lot of my friends call me the connector, right? Because if I see somebody who is leaving their house today, I'll say, who is taking your house? So I know some people that are looking for houses XYZ. It doesn't necessarily have to be about work. It can be about other opportunities, information, mentorship. So it's not just about money. It's not just about money. It's not about, oh, okay, I can offer my services for free. No, now. It's not just about money. It's not, oh, okay, if you don't pay me XYZ amount, I can't do this for you. Don't shoot yourself and your future in the leg because of some change. And I'm not saying don't get value for the work that you do. They are two different things, right? A lot of my friends call me the connector because, oh, you need something. Let me tell you something. Let me share something that would blow your mind. I'm currently in Nigeria. The only countries I've been to are African countries, right? So I've not been outside the continent of Africa, right? But somebody was looking for somebody in Asia. It's funny. And they came to meet me and say, Taiwo, I know that you will know somebody there. And I'm like, wow, you people really think that I am that, and I love it. Funny enough, I asked people on my WhatsApp to say, hi guys, I'm looking for XYZ person in Asia. Somebody sent me a number. Somebody sent me a contact. You get? I've heard people to say, oh, Taiwo, I know that you're not a real estate agent, but in case you see anybody leaving their house, let me know. I've connected a lot of people to houses. I will not collect one kobo because I know that the reason I am here, and one of the things I love is being a person of resourcefulness. I'm a very resourceful person. So if I am interacting with you, best believe I'm thinking of how I can help you and how I can move you forward. Do you understand? So let's move on really quickly. So I'm going to share. So before you ask me that, Taiwo, what does a bag of rice have to do with this conversation that we are on? I'm going to share with you. So this is my networking framework. And that's why you have a bag of rice. No, I'm not selling rice. I'm not selling rice, right? But every time you think about networking, I want you to remember rice. R-I-C-E, rice. One is reciprocity. We've spoken about always aim to add value before you ask for anything. Oh, and everybody, see, the thing about it is, it's so weird, but everybody needs a value-adding person in their life. Oh, you think the president doesn't need something? Maybe the president's photographer needs a content creator. Simple and short. I know somebody who got a job in budgets, right? Just because he saw a need. Oh, now it's in the UK. Just because he saw a need and he sent the founder a DM to say ABC. My first ever job. I saw this person on Twitter, looked at what the person was doing. Oh, it was 2019, by the way, before I got this my current job. Oh, this person was doing XYZ. And okay, you're working with electoral data. I'm a data analyst looking to build my data set. Oh, I see that you don't have infographics of your election data results. I'm a data analyst. Can I do that for you? And the person gave me a job after I did the job. Do you understand? So it's always a thing of, where are you adding value? Everybody needs a value-adding person in their life, and you need, because there's some things that you need that you don't even know that you need. Do you understand? There are things that you need that you don't even know that you need. The I is for intention. Network with purpose. Like I said, don't be haphazard. Don't just be, oh, I'm going to do this for doing sake because everybody is getting on LinkedIn now, because everybody is doing ABC, I'm going to do that. Don't follow the bandwagon. Know why you're doing what you're doing, right? Consistency. There are some relationships, let me tell you, they will not take off in the first year. They will not take off in the 5th year, right? But simple little things. Oh, you people are on each other's WhatsApp contact. Or this person's graduated. Simple congratulations will not kill you. This person is celebrating something. Happy birthday. Congratulations. Many happy returns. Happy marriage anniversary. Happy this, happy that, happy this, happy that. So the world does not revolve around you, dear. It doesn't. Little regular effort beats one manual annual checkup. Imagine that somebody is toasting you. Again, let's come to the relationship bit. Somebody is toasting you, and the person only sends you message once in 6 months. And funny enough, I had somebody like that when I was interning. I interned in Lagos State, by the way. We used to call this person Executive Copper because he didn't used to come around. So the first thing he saw me said, Taiwo, you're going to be my wife. I'm like, that's impossible. You that are not even always around, how would I know you? He got my number, and then the next time I heard from him was maybe 6 months after. Say, Taiwo, my wife. I'm like, in your life, you will message me one day. The next time I'll see a message from you is 6 months after. Is that how they used to like somebody? In fact, it was very consistent in twice a year, messaging me twice a year. It would now tell me, Taiwo, let's meet up now. Meet up as how? You that the next time you message me is in 3 to 4 business working months. Is now you want me to come and meet up with you. Things don't work that way. You wouldn't like people who ghost you. So don't ghost people, even in relationships. E is for engagements. Don't just collect names. Actively engage with their work or social media meaningfully. So there are a lot of people today that I know, right? And the reason I know them is because I shared something with them or they shared something with me. And then when I see the work that they do, I repost it. You won't see. A retweet will not cost you anything. A repost will not cost you anything. Thankfully, WhatsApp has even made it easier. If the person turns on their repost feature, you can easily repost. You don't need to ask them, please send me a picture, please send me this. Right? Know why you're doing what you're doing. Going back to intention, know why you're doing what you're doing. Right? Know why you're doing what you're doing. We're going to go very quickly. Wonderful. Please let me know how much time I have left so that I don't overshoot my time. So we're going to be coming to types of network you need. And a lot of people make a mistake when they're networking that they only want to focus on people who are above. Like I tell my friends that I need them to blow because when I have my kids and they have their kids and they are working in government or they are working in politics, I mean, it's a joke that I crack with my friends. When they are working in government or they are working in politics or they are working in fintech or they're working in finance or they're working wherever they were working at the helm of affairs or wherever they are, my children will be telling me, Mommy, call Uncle Sheyi. Daddy, call Uncle this. Because that's why, see, the people in my immediate circle, I love them to bits and I'm rooting for them like mad. Right? I love them to bits. People in my immediate circle, like I said, one person got me the job that I've been working in for almost 5.5 years, almost 6 years. Right? So don't joke with your peers. Don't joke with people on the same level as you are. I always tell my friends that they should also look and double their hustle because they're going to be my baby's big aunties and my baby's uncles and my baby's aunties. And we need somebody that if we want to work in IFC tomorrow, IFC is International Finance Corporation, say, oh, Auntie Chide is working in IFC, let me call her for you. Oh, Uncle, this is working in World Bank, let me call in for you to ask if there are internship slots. So the network you build today, and if you notice something, right, a lot of influencers, right, especially those who finish from Covenant University, a lot of, maybe, let me not even mention the name of an organization, a lot of influencers, right, if you see them, if they show you their throwback picture, there are a lot of people that they are working with today, they go way back. So you've known somebody for the past 15 years, you've hustled together, you've gone on auditions together, you've done this together, you're working in this place, the person brings you in, you bring the person in, and there's somebody who just followed you 2 months ago. You have an opportunity, somebody who just followed you 2 months ago and somebody who you've known 15 years, who would you give? Also, people talk about nepotism. This is where it begins, oh. This is where it begins. Right? So don't look down on your peers. Don't. Like when I'm looking for something, I always ask within my immediate network because I know that at least I will know somebody that knows somebody that knows somebody. A friend of mine was just a friend of mine in, I think it was 2023, had just gotten married. They gave them their office by I mean the couple, they gave them a gas cooker in their office. Somebody at the wedding also bought them a gas cooker, like an oven gas cooker. So they had to. When they are not running Chicken Republic or they are not running fast food joints, right? They had to, of course, sell one. And then that's how the person called me and said, Taiwo, how far? I know that you will know somebody. I want to sell my gas cooker. And I asked them for the details. Before you know it, I just put the stuff on my status. Say, if you want to buy gas cooker, this is new, this is clean. The pali is still there, but that's the carton is still there and everything. Do you know that by the next day, the gas cooker had left their house because somebody had bought it? What? Did they give me any money? No. Do you understand? It's just and places like Taiwo, see, if I need to call the president, I know that he will have the contact. I don't have the president's contact, please. Right? But you just building the relationship and the network to say, okay, if somebody is doing something, who would come to mind? Amongst all of you that are in the ASAP currently, you know what each other does, right? If you are looking for somebody, you will first ask within your immediate environment. That's why you should have good character. Be somebody of good character. Not that somebody will be talking to you like they'll be no. Be a person of good character and moral upstanding, upright standing. Right. So the next people you need as sponsors. And this can be in a professional setting. They will offer you advocacy. They'll use your political capital to advance your career and a couple of other things. Then you need mentors. And the great thing about mentors is that you don't need to, your mentor may not know you. Oh, yes, I said it. See, there are people who mentor me from afar. They don't know. Maybe in the next, 10 years, if our paths cross, to say, oh, you had a resource on XYZ. There are people who you are seeing them and they're living your current lifestyle. They're living the lifestyle that you want to live in the future. If they have resources, buy it. Buy it. Be willing to trade your money for value. Right? Be willing to trade your money for value. Other types of networking that you would have will be professional networking. So you can go for conferences, trade shows, can go on LinkedIn, can be your personal. Let me know if my slide has shifted. Okay, yes, it has. So, see, another thing is don't belittle the help that your family members can render to you. I know it's finish, but don't belittle the help that your family members can render to you. Your brother works in a multinational, and like, whoa, please, I don't want to stress it. That's what. So personal relationships are also really important in the grand scheme of things. Strategic relationships as well. So this ASN is a strategic relationship. I have people who from Young Professionals Bootcamp that I attended in, I think, 2019, who are still on my contact today. We still speak, maybe not every time, because some people are like, oh, Taiwo, it's easy for you because you're an extrovert. I'm not saying you should be in their WhatsApp 24/7, no. I'm not saying that. I'm not saying that you should be in their WhatsApp 24/7. I'm not saying that you should leave all what you are doing, right, and then be on social media. But there are little things. Oh, you see that somebody is having an event that you know this person. You can be of service, you can be of help. You tell them, you know what, let me host this event for you at 25%. I'll give you 75% off because I know that this is your current capacity, blah, 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 blah. The events that I met, wonderful. We were in the same WhatsApp group for a while. I'm not sure if she noticed me or I noticed her, right? But then that the convener, the host was the convener was hosting a physical meetup in Ibadan. I live in Lagos, and I volunteered to host the event. I'm sure it was from the volunteering to host the event that Wonderful saw me, right? And then, oh, when you meet somebody somewhere, and then you are open, you're more open to the person, right? But imagine if I did not offer to host the event. I'm not saying just be throwing your value at everybody or don't get paid for the work that you do, but learn to offer value to people. Learn to offer value to people. So we're going to start with an action plan. So the first thing you're going to do for me will be to audit your current network. Okay, who are the people in my network that I have currently? And you know all those things where people will start saying, if you cannot raise 20 million in your network, if you cannot raise 20 million in your network within 20 minutes, throw them away. They should throw you away too, because why are you looking for 20 million on that person? Yes, there's a place where the relationships you have will save you, but don't be transactional and don't be parasitic and don't be a leech. So audit your current network. One thing you shouldn't do is be transactional about your relationships. Learn to offer value before you ask for value. I know we have spoken about it. Research. Okay, so if you've checked, all the people that I have in my life are senior people. I'm going to need people on my level, right? Okay. Who is one person in this room, in this ESN room, that, or whether inside this room or outside this room, that you want to speak to? I have a friend. Her name is Olamide. She's currently in Germany. We went to UI together. Oh yes, I finished from University of Ibadan. We went to UI together. She was a year my junior in UI. So I just knew her from fellowship and like friends of friends. So you know the way she was in law, I was in geology. Our departments were opposite each other-ish in a way. But the way you just see people, I'm like, oh, okay, this person went to UI. Oh, this person went to this person went to that. Every time Olamide sees me, she's like, every time Olamide has to talk about, she's like, she wants that way into my life. And I didn't even know that that's what she was doing. So research about this person, right? Research about this person. Or if, for example, you want to meet with someone, research about the person. Look through their social media. What do they do? Where does your world connect? You can send them, you can connect with them, send them a request on Instagram, send them a request on social media, send a request on LinkedIn. Oh, thank you for accepting my request, yada yada yada. And the thing about it is that people show you how they want to be helped. People show you how they want to be helped. So if the person says, oh, okay, maybe they put on their WhatsApp story, say, oh, okay, I need something. You may not have it, but if you have someone that has, like, oh, I saw your post and I saw that you needed ABC. I don't have it, but this person does. You can reach out to the person and tell them from me. You have that power. You have people in your life that can help, that you can help. Then practice your 30-second elevation pitch or create valuable content to contribute to discussions. So for that person was saying, I know somebody's expectation was, I've spoken about icebreakers in this session. How do I connect with that person? You know the person you want to meet at this event. So for example, a moonshot. I know people who have gotten their jobs on the spot because they spoke to somebody at Moonshot, or because they spoke to a particular fintech founder, or they spoke to a particular fintech HR. Practice. I have different elevator pitches for different things. with my missionary journey, right? There's one lady that I saw on Instagram. I was so captivated by the work that she did. I followed her on Instagram, liked a couple of her page, liked her. Followed her page with my personal Instagram, with my mission Instagram. I sent her a message to say, "Oh, hi, good evening. My name is this. I really love the work that you are doing. I see that you've been to XYZ. Do your homework. I see that you've been to XYZ countries. I currently do XYZ in the area of missions. I think we can collaborate. Please let me know if this is something that you're up to. I leave the rest for God." Of course, she had looked at she had seen my message, looked through my profile, saw that, oh, okay, the value I wanted to offer her was on my page. But oh, I was a person, I wasn't okay, so now imagine that your page is on private. You know that thing stresses people out. So imagine that my page was on private and there was nothing relating to missions that I have done. She will not be like as if I'm lying. Today, that lady and we've known for I think 3 years now. We've worked together on so many projects. So many projects, right? So create your 30-second elevator pitch. You don't just go to an event and be like, "Hi, my name is Kinikon. I want to follow you. I want you to mentor me." Like that. If they have the event, if you are really serious about, say, networking with older people, let me give you a hack. Go to at least 2 or 3 events that you know you will see them there, and each time go and meet them. So they'll be like, "Oh, I met you at ABC event. I love what you said about XYZ. I see that you need ABC. Can I plug in? Oh, I saw you at the last event and I mentioned that you needed ABC. I wanted to find out if you have found someone or if I can still plug in." People are attracted to value. If they see that you have value to bring to the table, right, they will gravitate towards you. So my final word's going to be: stay consistent, stay intentional, stay authentic. People can smell fake people from afar. People can smell fake people from a distance. People can smell people who just want to be really transactional from afar, right? So with networking, it doesn't necessarily have to be networking is not only for people up, so people on your level and people down, right? I know quite a lot of people who are maybe teenagers. I'm like, "Oh my God, I like the work that you do." Like, thank you, ma, kiniko. Right? Pay compliments. It will not kill you. It won't kill you to say that somebody's shirt is fine. It won't kill you to say that from there you can build conversations. Have icebreakers in your arsenal to say, what you will say to a guy is different from what you will say to a girl. Research about the people that you want to meet. Oh, I see that you do ABC with the work that you do. I really like it. I do XYZ here. I'm thinking that if I bring my XYZ to your ABC, it can give us the entire alphabet. And again, like I mentioned, networking is not just for the extroverted. It's not for the extroverted alone. So don't think that, because Taiwo talks a lot, she hosts events, she curates this, she curates that. No, it's not for the extroverted alone, right? So yeah, with these few points of mine, I hope I've been able to convince you and not to confuse you that there is power in networking, and your network is your net worth, and your network will give you your next opportunity. Thank you for your time.
Amazing. Thank you so much. We're super grateful for such an amazing and insightful session. Very practical, very close to home, and I'm sure that everyone is able to apply one thing or the other. And so, I'd just like us to ask questions. Participants, do you have questions? I hope you do. You can just raise your hand and then I'll take turns in. Okay, you can go ahead, Jeremiah.
All right, Ma, thank you for this session. I enjoyed it and I've learned a lot. My question is about networking. Like once you maybe you get a number of an industry professional or someone that is where you want to be, someone that is like imagine I want to be maybe an investment banker and I get the number of an investment banker. It's on my WhatsApp. I've spoken to him in person, maybe from an event or whatever. How do I keep in touch? That's my question. How do I keep in touch? Like after the entire event or the entire meeting, how do I keep in touch?
Okay, fantastic. For this, I would mention LinkedIn. So I'm sure you're getting the working person's contact. You have the person has your contact as well. The thing is that people will show you how to keep in touch, right? So you can schedule periodic check-ins with the person, say every 2 weeks. Just be careful. Let's say every month. Just be careful not to over bombard them because they're also human beings like you, right? So LinkedIn will be your best bet or can be your best bet. So that's if they're active on LinkedIn, right? So comment on their posts. Comment on their posts, react to their messages. If by chance they show you that they need help somewhere, be willing to help. Be willing to plug your value into theirs, right? So if you want to be an investment banker, for example, and you get the contact of an investment banker, you know the company that they are working in, Abby. So for example, Stanbic. You have an investment banker in Stanbic and you want to learn rudiments of investment banking. First of all, do your homework about what investment banking is. If you see things that bring them across your mind on social media, right? You can share with them to say, oh, I see that Stanbic has met their recapitalization target. What do you think this would be for the corporate and investment arm? The quality of questions you ask will determine the quality of answers you receive. Right? What do you think about XYZ? Oh, I see that this particular thing is working for your organization. Do you think that if you people do A, B, C, D, because there's always room for improvement. The biggest room in this world is room for improvement. So if you can suggest to them ways by which they can improve the operations or the things that they do, right, it would go a long way. So look for how you can offer them value. Ask very valuable questions. And if you see something that comes to your mind, when you see they come to mind, share with them and have a follow-up. So you don't just collect their numbers and let it die like that. Do you understand? So I hope I'm able to answer your question.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you so much.
All right. Regalia. Radiala, I'm sorry. I think you told me how to pronounce your name, but I forgot them. You can ask your question, then Esther will go next.
It's all right. Thank you very much. Thank you, Taiwo. That was such an amazing
Thank you.
session.
Can you pronounce your name for me? Because I also struggle with pronouncing your name.
It's Rediala.
Radiala. Okay, Radiala.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. So yeah, thank you. I enjoyed listening to you talk. So yeah, Jeremiah has kind of asked my question because my question was going to be, I recently just concluded my internship, and like when we were exchanging numbers, it was very fun and they were very like it showed that we had built a relationship, right? But they kept on saying, oh, I should keep in touch, and I was just kind of confused after that on what to do. Am I just because like in the nearest like short term I don't really see like what we can do for each other, But so is it just supposed to be casual, like I? Is that what I'm going to do for the rest
Not
of like our
exactly.
relationship?
Not exactly. So with keeping in touch, right? And a lot of people say that, but and they mean it, right? So with keeping in touch can be something as simple as, oh, happy birthday. Oh, congrats. If they post something, say they had a baby, congratulations on your newborn. May the Lord bless and keep your baby. Kiniko, kiniko, ikomonko. Do you understand? Just light-hearted questions. Do you understand? Follow up with them. Oh, you see that their child got an award. Hey, congratulations to our baby girl. Oh, God bless her and keep her. Then maybe say when you want to come back to the company, maybe like 6 months to when you are done. Ogami, how far or how you do? Come and help your girl. Oh. It's not like, oh, you worked somewhere, you finished in August. 2 years down the line, you've not spoken to them since you left, and you're not coming back. It doesn't work that way. Again, if you see any things that you can be of value to them, you can. So say, how do I put it? They are looking for something and you have somebody that can do it. Ogami, good afternoon. Good afternoon, boss. Good afternoon, this. Good afternoon, ma. Good afternoon, sir. I saw that you're looking for XYZ. This is the person I know that can do it for you perfectly. Shikena, do you want me to talk to the person or should I send you their contacts? So you can keep in touch in various ways. It doesn't necessarily have to be, hello, good afternoon, sir. I just want to check up on you. Not really. Send them birthday wishes. It's a new year. Send them happy new year. It's a this, send it to them. Do you understand? So you have minor ways, you have minor touch points, right? So use those touch points that you have. I hope I was able to answer you, Radiala.
Yes. Thank you very much. Thank you.
You're welcome. Esther, do you want to take a question before I answer Sadiq's question in the chat?
Beautiful. Esther, you can go ahead with the question.
Okay, thank you so much, Ma. The session was so insightful. I learned a whole lot. But it's also related to Jeremiah's question and Radiala's question. So Jeremiah asked, okay, so after getting the contact, what's next? And the answer was on LinkedIn. So in a case where it's LinkedIn wasn't the basically the both parties didn't share LinkedIn accounts or LinkedIn profiles, and it was via WhatsApp, like, oh, have my number and yada yada, and then you text after the first meeting, like first contact, you text, oh, I am so and so, we met at this and this and this, and person, oh, hi, thank you. You even probably give person a gift, thank you so much for the gift, and then, oh, you're like, oh, we're happy, I'm happy you love it, and then that's literally the end. So how, in that kind of scenario now, how can you keep in touch? Yeah, you mentioned about like on special occasions, birthdays, New Year's, and everything. So aside the special occasion, what if there is no special occasion coming up? How do you still make sure that you still keep in touch with the person? That's the question, basically.
Okay, so if there's no special okay, if there's no special occasion coming up, maybe like a month after, you can just send them a message to say, oh, it was really nice connecting with you at ABC. I've looked and I've seen that you do ABC. Is there anything I can help you with? Or you offer them options of what you can help them with, right? So maybe if the person is I'm trying to see, you just look through their profile and see if you can, because I'm sure on WhatsApp, right, except if they have a principle of not allowing people see their WhatsApp status. For people who upload WhatsApp status from time to time, right, you practically have an idea of what the person does, right? So if you can find a way to offer value or create value around what the person does, or just look them up on social media, see what they are doing. If they put out somewhere that they are looking for a place for their child to do home lesson or guitar lessons, and you have somebody who can be a virtual tutor. Oh, good afternoon, sir. I saw that you were looking for somebody who was going to be a virtual tutor, virtual guitar lesson tutor to your children. This is my friend who has done XYZ. This is his page, this is his contact. Please let me know if you want me to do an introduction. Simple. So find a way to beyond special occasions, find a way to reach out to them. It doesn't always have to be only on special occasions. You can also find a way to reach out to them outside special occasions. Thank you. Did I answer your question, Esther?
Yes, you did. Thank you so much, Ma.
You're welcome. So Sadiq's question is considering of my level as someone with low skills, how to be courageous enough to meet someone of higher level. I need to understand what you mean by low skills, first of all, so I can know the answer to give you. So Sadiq, do you want to explain further? Do you want to unmute your mic and explain further?
Hello, good evening, ma. Thank you for the section. It's really insightful. So what I mean is that sometimes I like to, connect with somebody maybe on LinkedIn that's maybe a manager or something. But considering my current level, like I'm somebody that just start building myself. I have this knowledge about the industry. I'm not expert in the area. So what are the things I would tell them? Like, okay, what are the things that's going to make me really, maybe they can't be like help me or something. That's why I usually feel like sometimes I'll just question myself on message or meeting up or anybody because I feel like I don't have anything. So what do I want to say? So I have to be courageous enough, to be confident enough, like, okay, this is what I'm working on. Please can you help me? Please can you help me with this?
Okay, thank you. That's a really beautiful question because it can seem like, oh, okay, I don't have anything of value to offer. But that's a lie. You have something of value to offer. There's always something of value within your arsenal that you can offer. And if you think you don't, try to cultivate something. See, let me share an example with you. When I was in 400 level, so I studied geology at the University of Ibadan, and I was student chapter president of my department. And most of our lecturers were professors and presidents of geological associations. So you have NAPE, you have NMGS and EAG, and I'm not sure about AAPG and a couple of other things, right? So there was supposed to be a conference in Lagos. And remember, I was a student. I thought I had no experience, nothing. I wanted to attend the conference, right? I wanted to attend the conference. First of all, I didn't have the money to pay for students' conference. Where I was living in Lagos was far away from where the conference was holding. So you know what? I said to myself that I was going to pitch us, that's students of University of Ibadan, volunteering at the conference. So what I did was, when I saw the lecturer on the corridor, good afternoon, sir. Taiwo, how far? Sir, I think that, sir, we need your help. And I know that we can also help you. So when I said we need your help, and I know that we can also help you, he piqued his interest to say, okay, Kilofe, how can you help me? I said, sir, if I can gather 10 students to volunteer for you, we'll be in charge of registration, volunteering, say pick up and drop off of certain things. We'll man registration desk, we'll look over souvenirs and a couple of other things. Would you give us free access to the conference? And the man looked at me and laughed. You again, you this girl. And guess what? He said I should go and write a list of all the students that wanted to attend the conference as volunteers. Guess what? They paid for our accommodation in a hotel. They paid for our accommodation in a hotel. They paid for our transport to Lagos and back. No, they said if we could transport ourselves to Lagos and back, right? and then we still got maybe corporate souvenirs or something. But one thing was that I led the team and we volunteered at that event for free. Some people got their next jobs from that event. Some people got internship opportunities from that event. So don't look at it as I don't have anything to bring. I don't have anything to offer. Don't look at it that way. You always have something to give. And as regards courage or confidence, see, you just show up. Sometimes all you need to do is show up. That's why I was like, what would I say now? I'm in 400 level. This man has a PhD. This man is a professor. This man is a president. This man is a... I'm like, you know what? I thought I ain't bad pass. Last he will say no. Do you understand? Last he will say no. But I will know that I tried my best to reach out. And you know, funny enough, from that conference, they now started asking students to volunteer. So we opened the way for other students to be able to attend conferences free of charge if they will be volunteering. So there's always something that you have to give. You always, always, always have something to give. Don't look at yourself. Yes, you may not be a technical person, right? What technical knowledge do I have in geology apart from what they have taught me? Nothing. But if you look at your social skills, your immediate environment, and what the person does, you have something to offer the person. So, Dick, was I able to answer your question?
Yes, ma. Thank you very much, ma. I really appreciate it.
Thank you. You're welcome. Do we have any further questions? So that I can pack my bags and be going.
Thank you so much for your time and for sharing from your experience and also your knowledge tonight, right? And we're super grateful. Thank you for, even though your schedule was really busy, making out time for us. We are indeed grateful. We just have one last request before you can go. Would like to do like a simulation of an elevator pitch. So you would be the thing that one of the cohort participants is meeting at an event, and so they'll use their knowledge of your background from your bio that we read. So you can, if anyone is interested in doing this, you can just search for our name Hassan on.
Oh, my LinkedIn handle is Taiwo Deinde-Adedeji. Let me just write it down.
I'll just type it out. Okay.
That's my LinkedIn.
All right. So who wants to volunteer? Okay. Thank you for sharing that, man. So yeah, as I was saying, who wants to volunteer to the simulation? Okay. Thank you, Esther.
Okay, I see Esther's hand up.
So the scenario is I see a hand as well. So the simulation is that you are meeting Taiwo Deinde-Adedeji at an event and you want to connect with her for whatever reason you might have. So you have let me give you 3 minutes, even though it's a lot, but let me just give you 3 minutes just so that you could either take 1 minute to think about what you want to say, then use 2 minutes to present.
Is that right?
You can go on Esther when you're ready.
Right, ma. Okay. So, okay. So, okay, I'm listening now. Good afternoon, ma. Thank you so much for such an amazing session. I really loved how you spoke, and I took a few notes on your speech on networking. I loved how you explained that networking it's not just for extroverts, it's for introverts as well. And when you network with people, it's important to show them how you can give value to them and be a person of value. I really appreciate that. Thank you so much for sharing your insights. I see that you work as a business process analyst as the Stanbic IBTC Bank. Um, and I see that your LinkedIn your LinkedIn I see that your well, everything is perfect. I don't know where to like pitch in how I can be of help because like you have your cover photo. Um, give me a sec. Mm, I don't know. I'll love if we connect on LinkedIn and if you need any assistance in whatever form, I'll be happy to help.
Okay, thank you. So would you tell me a little about what you do?
Okay, I'm the founder.
You're muted.
Sorry, I'm the
Esther, you're still muted.
this. Sorry. Okay, am I audible now?
Yes, please.
Okay, so I'm Estelle, and I'm the founder and CEO of Estelle, a brand that creates Ankara journals that's away from the conventional. So rather than having the plain jotters that are pretty much cliche right now, we create journals made of Ankara fabric. So that way we are preserving the cultural heritage while displaying self-expression and style too. So that's basically what we do. And I'm also a graphic designer, and I'm happy to help with any projects you might have on graphic design if you require one.
Okay, thank you very much. Let's see. Okay, so how long have you been doing the Ankara journaling?
Okay, my brand just launched about a month ago, so we are pretty new in the industry.
Are you still in school?
Yes, I am.
Okay, what school are you in?
I'm in
Um,
Babcock University.
no, I can't hear you.
Oh, I'm in Babcock University.
Okay. Um, so what you can say is, I mean that's fantastic. But then for people who need help, is anyone limited? I think I'm hearing myself. Okay, so for people who you meet, right, and you don't know, so if you had looked at my page, you would have seen that I used to host level up live sessions, and I have a particular flyer like, oh, can I help you redesign the flyer for level up live? If you had said something like that, you would have picked my interest, like, okay, this girl has seen that I do X, Y, Z. And the fact that you pitch yourself as a graphic designer is also beautiful, honestly, right? So you can ask me, oh, do you have any programs that are coming up and you want a graphic designer, right? Or do you have any I see that you do something around missions, and I see that you have a consistent theme. Okay, can I to be a graphic designer for like a month or two to just help you out with graphics and communications? Because you do fantastic things, really. You're a graphic designer, you also create Ankara journals. So you can ask us people who maybe speak or host events, or can I help you design your rate card? Juicy. Can I help you design your rate card? Um, can I help you design your race card? Can I help you create your next flyer for your next event? That way, when they have another event, they remember that, there was somebody that said, she can help me create my next flyer for this event. Oh, let me reach out to her. Do you see? The fact that I have a LinkedIn header cover, or I can't remember the name, doesn't mean that, if you see something that resonates with my personality and you can design it and you share it with me, I will not say yes or I will not say no. Do you understand? So, like, see, now I just gave you a couple of hints. Being a graphic designer is beautiful. A lot of people need graphic designers for one thing or another. Can I work with you for the next 3 months for your graphic design projects? Simple and short. Who knows if from there you will become like a full staff of missionary or something. Do you understand? So, and it's also Christmas. If you're looking at gifting people in your life something for Christmas, can you please consider gifting this Ankara journal to your friends? Do you understand? So there are things that you can always leverage on with your expertise. Hope I was able to do a bit of justice to that.
Yes, ma. Thank you so much, ma. I really appreciate you.
You're welcome. So
All right.
wonderful.
Thank you so much for thank you for indulging
Pleasure is
us in the simulation session. And we hope that in the future we'll be able to have you come and speak to us again. It's been such a fun and engaging session today. We're super grateful. Does any of the court member want to say something? Let me see. I saw you muted your mic. Okay, I don't think so. Does anyone want to give a vote of thanks on behalf of every one of you? I'm giving up an opportunity to say hello, Miles, the one that gave a vote of thanks at the ASAP 2025 session on SF. All right. Ejiala, you can go on.
All right. Yes, thank you very much, Mrs. Taiwo. It was such an amazing session. I learned a lot. I was glued to my phone all through. Thank you. You speak very well. I admire your confidence and the way you speak. Thank you for speaking to us, and we hope we get to see you again, even if not our courts, like other courts. Thank you.
Thank you so much. I'm so grateful for the honor. Thank you so much, ASN.
Thank you. Please enjoy the rest of your Sunday and have a great week ahead. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, everyone. Have a great time.
Bye. All right. Hi, everybody. How was the session? How are we doing? I see that we are 14 on the call. This is so sad. I think our peak attendance today was 26. And if you remove myself and the speaker, that's 24. Oh, I don't know what to say, but okay. All right, so we want to have like a brief intro with our mentors. Right, I told them to join by 6 because I thought we would finish by 6. But let me tell them to join now so that we can just make it brief and close by 6 p.m. So you can just give me like 5 minutes to get the mentors to join the call, and also inform the other guys on the group that if they are not on the call, they should join, because our mentors or your mentors are joining soon. So kindly help me do that while I try to get. Okay, I see Temilolua. Temilolua joined. Let me see what team, what mentorship group is that? That is group 9. Okay, that's group 9. All right, so Zainab on the call. No. Okay, so guys, please can we tell others that have left the call to rejoin, because mentors are here to like address and meet you guys officially. And they're already joining. So I think a I'll just create breakout rooms and add you guys so that you can just meet with your mentors as they join. So who is in group 9? Zainab, Feromi, Jeremiah, and Favor. Okay. I hope I'm able to shoot who joins here. So let's call it breakout group 9. Zainab is not on the call. Favor is not on the call. How do I do this now? Please let's tell our peers to join the call so that they can briefly meet. Yeah. Jeremiah is no longer on the call, is he? Okay, he's on the call. So Jeremiah. Ferrari is not back. Ferrari is on the call. Okay, so I've created a breakout room for group 9. Hopefully, mental All right, guys. Because of like the number of people on the call,